Oh, who's the little man? Yes, you are. You the little man. Ah, he's got a little outfit. So look who's back, bitches. It's been a minute since I reviewed Rescue Mission, and that was Game Candy. So is this Game Candy? Yep, it's Game Candy. The end. But in all seriousness, it's kind of ridiculous how good this game is. Everything looks appropriately gorgeous, just like the last one. Just keep in mind, my shitty capture card makes everything way too dark. Thanks for that, Elgato. But the resolution is crisp, and the 60 FPS frame rate unflappable, just like it should be this generation. You got that, Unreal 5? Much of the game's audio and sound effects play out of the controller's speakers, just like Astro's Playroom. And while it sounds great while you're playing, my capture card didn't know what to make of the dual signals, and most of what it recorded sounds like everything other than the music is practically muted. So this is not what it should sound like. It sounds fine when you're playing, but the captured footage you're hearing here is fudged. And speaking of sound, the music still slaps. And you'll notice some returning tunes from Rescue Mission. Taking even more cues from Nintendo, Astro now has a smorgasbord of power-ups that levels can be built around. Literally the old Mario style of having as many levels as ideas. Some levels are more linear in a classic get-to-the-end kind of way, and some are more open with secrets that can be found in any order, a la Mario 64. You got your default larger levels, you got medium-sized secret levels, some smaller single shtick levels, all contained in an overworld with unlockable systems and planets, secrets, a la, well, you know. Is that Nintendo's lawyers? They're even adding new levels with 5 scheduled free updates over the next month, just because. And no, they're not seasonal or time sensitive, because Team Asobi aren't douchebags. I'm doing my best here not to show too much stuff that you'd want to discover yourself. Team Asobi practically turned this into Sony Easter eggs the game. And spoiling cameos and unlockable costumes would be like spoiling the cameos in Deadpool. All the unlockables make coins actually matter and feed into the Collectathon brain hack, making the game loop feel appropriately loopy. Much like Rescue Mission, getting to the end won't exactly be Dark Souls levels of difficult, but finding and collecting every last bot will take more effort. And some of those challenge levels don't fuck around. Where have I said that before? And some of those Star Road levels don't fuck around. Sensing a pattern yet? All the tech is just kind of fucking amazing. It isn't just the resolution and frame rate. The physics, how many little objects you can kick about and make move, and all the good shit. It doesn't really seem like the kind of game that should be an amazing tech demo compared to the more, adult stuff, photoreal stuff. But I mean, just look at this shit. Some of the particle physics here really remind me of that NVIDIA PhysX shit from back in the day. Before everyone stopped pushing, destructible environments and liquid physics and all this other cool shit that we just kind of gave up on like a decade ago. And then all of a sudden, bam! And it's like, damn. It isn't just pretty, it's kind of amazing. And it's showing us stuff that previously we had only seen on PCs like 10 or more years ago, before Nvidia stopped kind of pushing that shit, and just decided to take over the world instead. I know some people have complained that this is a cynical marketing vehicle on Sony's part, where you're literally flying in a PS5 spaceship, playing with literal PlayStation paraphernalia, surrounded by all sorts of Sony and Sony-adjacent characters. But you know what? Who fucking cares? No one cared when Nintendo did it. Again, and again, and, well, you get the picture. It's almost like some people are trying to find fault with a genuinely good game because it makes them insecure when they see genuinely good games be successful. Because without made-up excuses, how are they supposed to defend shit that no one wants to play?
Yeah.
Nasty!
Now that's not to say there's nothing to criticize, nobody's perfect, and I have a job to do. So let's pick some nits. Quite literally, since we're starting with the HDR issues. And as always, if you got that joke, have a cookie. For the first time ever this gen, I would advise people turn off the HDR before playing. With HDR enabled, the color and contrast ends up washed out in a way I just haven't seen before, with no real way to adjust or fix it short of actually disabling HDR in your system settings, which does work and looks great, and I advise you to do that. Maybe if you're watching this in the future and it's been fixed already, you don't have to worry about it. But as of version 1.005, the HDR is still blah. And I almost don't want to bring this up, but given Nintendo's recent copyright warpath, some people have started pointing out more than a few similarities between Astro and, well, you know, in all honesty, I think Astro will be fine, but it's impossible not to get a little nervous, since Nintendo treats their lawyers like people treat pit bulls chasing runaway slaves. As far as nitpicks go, these aren't really a big deal, but there's one that kind of stings. Yeah. And this isn't so much about ooh VR, as it is about gameplay and level design. And I referred to it years ago in my rescue mission review.
With the depth of full 3D, you don't just get a character that can move with more precision, you get a level designed for that precision.
And this is one of those concessions that is effectively forced on the game when shifting from full 3D to a flat game. Platforming always has to be pared back for flat gaming, even if there had been an optional VR mode. The levels would still have to be designed for people playing in flat mode. And if you played Rescue Mission, you'll probably miss having that level of precision. And it's kind of odd that there isn't even an option to play in VR. Maybe they'll patch it in at some point, I don't know. Look, that's a lot of nits to pick, but all that really matters is that Astro Bot is great. It is fine cut 24 karat game candy, just like every full and mini Astro game that came before. Which means it's now a fully fledged franchise, and I can't just hand out Ellie Kemper awards every time this adorable fucker comes out with a new game. So, here we go, bitches! Mo Dang Award! 'Cause, aww. Who's the little hippo lady? Yes, you are, yes, you are. Who's fucking adorable? You fucking adorable, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, you fucking adorable. Who's you adorable? Oh, you just bite the wall. Oh.
Is it okay if I say something?
Is it okay if you say something? Yeah, sure, go ahead, Mudang.